Hey guys, welcome to my channel, or welcome back. Okay, so what we've got is some judge had everything mapped out. Okay, I'm getting my entry and exit to some sort of property. Alright, so there's something to do with a judge meeting on up, having everything mapped out. Alright, surrounding helping cause a heartbreaking event, some sort of a heartbreaking event, some sort of depression, okay, wanting to have someone unhappy and miserable just like them. So I'm getting this is a miserable judge, alright, who wants to be seen as like in control, alright. This is a judge who wants to be seen as in control of a situation, doesn't want pieces of the puzzle to be put together, something surrounding a heartbreaking event. Five of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse and the Eight of Swords. So what we're getting is to help an ex come out of poverty, alright, was helping an ex come out of poverty, maybe a couple of exes come out of poverty, wow, maybe even a couple of exes come out of poverty. Take hold of some sort of recognition, some sort of success. Could have tried to do this to a high priestess. Justice, balance, okay. Creating a traumatic event, chaos, trauma, something to do with maybe two exes teaming on up together to take control, surrounding a child, a baby or children, okay, heartbreaking event because they wanted to take control of child or children, to come out of poverty, trying to take recognition and success. Their bank accounts are under investigation. They put some sort of money into their bank accounts and now their bank accounts are under investigation. They've been computer hacking. So they've been cyber stalking, alright, computer hacking, and a judge has helped them and they've had it all mapped out. How to take control of this masculine or feminine's full life, okay, take control of the child or children and quite possibly take control of some sort of wealth so they can come out of poverty, and a judge has helped. Time is running out. Time is running out. Some are from childhood, some are from past. Time is running out. Ace of Pentacles. They was doing this for prosperity, splitting some sort of money amongst themselves because they wanted to eat well. Because they wanted to eat well, and a judge has helped out. A judge has helped them because they wanted to eat well. Ace of Swords, that's the truth. They wanted to maybe buy a house or a home. Three of Pentacles, it was all orchestrated. They wanted to buy a house, they wanted to buy a home, they wanted to upgrade in their life by trying to take control of this masculine or feminine's riches, their success, and split the money amongst themselves with a corrupt attorney, Earth 4, with a big bollocks. They was all smiling about it. They was all smiling about with the Nine of Wands in reverse, not defending this masculine or feminine, who they've done it to. They was all smiling about not defending the one who they was doing it to. King of Swords in reverse, this could be a corrupt copper, and then Three of Wands in reverse. They don't want anyone taking a look into it outside, okay, yeah. They don't want anyone to take a look into this, alright. They don't want anyone to let this masculine or feminine expand in business, okay. They're trying to restrict. Nine of Wands, they've been playing games, alright, trying to stamp down. Four of Pentacles in reverse. And then we have the Knave of Pentacles. So what they've done is they've tried to play some sort of mind games, all right? There's been a lot of mind games. 0505, a lot of mind games. A hell of a lot of mind games. So many mind games, it's unbelievable. So many mind games, it's unbelievable, because they want to cause depression. They want to cause sadness. They love to play mind games. Yeah, them and the pals. Them and the pals. So they probably got access into masculine or feminine's property in order to steal something. Okay? And it's something to do with foreign body, foreign account, foreign nurses, doctors, psychiatrists, foreign nurses, doctors, psychiatrists, helping them out. Two of Swords in reverse, seeing through that, okay? They tried to create some sort of blockages with a foreign doctor. Yeah, they collaborated together, okay? They invested. They could have took some old money, new money, fruits of labour, Two of Swords, and they was getting angry. They're getting angry because the secret's out. They're angry because the secret is out. Four of Pentacles have been really mean online. They're in possession. They was trying to block. Six of Swords in reverse and Two of Swords. They was trying to block some sort of forward movement. They were smiling about that. They were smiling about that. Nine of Cups in reverse. They just wanted to see this masculine or feminine shattered or exhausted. They've been inputting. They've been having their input. They've been having their input. If they've done this to the feminine, they've said this feminine is a bad mother. Four of Wands in reverse to try and block some sort of union. And then we've got the Death card. And then we've got committed to bringing an ending to this masculine or feminine because they want to come on up. Them and the pals. Oh my lord. Because they want to come on up off the back of some sort of stolen work, okay? Off the back of some sort of stolen money. Off the back of someone else's success. And they want to end this feminine. They've been gambling. They've been dicing with this masculine or feminine's life, okay? And the child or children's life because they want to come on up. Alright? Because they want to come on up. They've all been having their input. Every one of them has been having their input. To stop Nine of Wands in reverse. To stop masculine or feminine ever having anyone to defend them. Nine of Wands in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. Could have these people on block and they want you to let your guard down and let them back in. We love you. We care about you. Just so they can walk all over masculine or feminine again. Walk all over masculine or feminine again. They've been fabricating, okay, legal documentation. If they've done this to a psychic, okay, they try to use somebody's psychic abilities against them. Four of Swords. They want to micromanage. They want to micromanage. This is what they're doing. King of Wands in reverse. Ruthless, okay. Loves to play mind games. It was a bad investment. Taking everything off this masculine or feminine. Ruthless mind games. Taking everything off this masculine or feminine. And they don't want anyone to see this. They don't want to see this masculine or feminine expand anywhere, anywhere, anywhere. Expanding business, expanding their love life, expanding their family. Five of Wands in reverse and Six of Cups. Someone from family, someone from past, someone from childhood. Lawyers, okay, corrupt lawyers, corrupt solicitors, corrupt attorneys. Ten of Swords in reverse. They could be wanting to wipe themselves out now. Seven of Cups in reverse. The illusions have been broken. They was lacking in their own life. So we've got Five of Cups. They wanted to see this masculine or feminine lose. Because they was jealous, okay? They was jealous of someone who seemed to be always winning, who seemed to be always happy, who always seemed to be moving forward, in control and piecing their life back together. So maybe 2 baby daddies or 2 baby mamas or something like that. Piecing their life back together, building themselves up, being successful, and they want to take hold of some sort of success. And they've all been playing games, mind games. It was a bad investment, okay, because they're all going to go to prison, okay. 5 of Cups, they're going to lose everything. They're going to lose absolutely everything. For some, because it is a collective reading, if they've done this to a High Priestess, they are going to lose absolutely everything. Because they could have tried to take some sort of readings for themselves. For some, took some sort of readings for themselves, okay, and was putting money into their accounts, and a lot of, yeah, look, a lot of this money with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse, 10 of Wands, was spent on DRUGS trafficking, and a judge, lawyer, solicitor, attorney was helping them. Was helping them. A lot of this wealth, what they took, yeah, and they've been causing total drama. They've all been getting promiscuous with each other, spending it on SEX workers, alright? SEX workers, trafficking, DRUGS, okay? Ugh, they've all been cheating on each other. So they took all of some wealth and they've all been slamming about, cheating on each other, thinking of some sort of Casanova. Thinking of some sort of Casanova. We've got recording and envy. And then we've got fighting for what you love and bank failure. So these envious people, they've been getting recorded. Their phone calls, okay, their messages, their call logs, they've all been getting recorded, alright? 1 minute their bank balance is at a certain amount and the next minute it's getting whacked up and they're under investigation for bank fraud, DRUGS trafficking, so bank fraud, embezzlement, money laundering, maybe racketeering. Doing an investigation. These exes who just wanted to get lippy. Get lippy, get lippy, get lippy, get lippy, get lippy. Have your input. Oh, we're all getting lippy. We're all getting gobby because, well, they've got a lack of compassion, lack of empathy, lack of remorse. They had a lack of structure in their life, so they wanted to, like, literally smash someone else's walls and stability down. And then they've been acting all successful, shopping sprees. They've been acting all successful and paying for SEX workers, 9 of Cups, some sort of fantasies. Some of them have been partying. A Capricorn has been partying, celebrating, shopping sprees, acting all rich and successful. It was a bad investment. It was a bad investment. It was a bad investment, wasn't it? So it could be some sort of pyramid scheme as well. Like Ponzi scheme, pyramid scheme, like identity theft. They've been ordering online. Okay. They've been creating a false narrative with a sister. Yeah. They've been spiritually bullying. They have. They've been spiritually bullying with an uncle. And the shocks this masculine or feminine keeps getting back up because they all thought they was real hard or something. They really thought that they was all hard, teaming up together, snatching generational wealth. It's a substantially large amount of money. It's a substantially large amount of money. The devil is ready to collect them. If you can't do the time, don't do the crime. So it's a lot of criminal activity. Maybe they was expecting, with the Ten of Swords in reverse, this masculine or feminine to take themselves out. They wanted to be lack of structure, and what we've got is we've got the Hanged Man in reverse. They could have tried to sacrifice. Seven of Swords in reverse. They've been caught out. Because they know, if they've done this to a feminine, that this feminine isn't a bad mother. They was lying. They was lying. They just wanted to avoid judgment, okay? The Ten of Cups creating a broken home because they wanted to eat well. Four of Wands in reverse. They don't want a union or a reunion with this King of Wands, who could be an uncle who's absolutely ruthless, who has connection to mental health department and thinks that maybe their daughter or something like that should be all acting all rich and successful. So like a cousin, an uncle, a sister. Corrupt law, sentenced to life in prison without parole. They've been getting cottage witches, head witches, kitchen witches, urban witches, tech witches and warlocks. 1616. Then we've got hiding bodies in freezer cellar, walls, woodland farm, veg island. So they've been bumping some people off. Stolen cars getting sold at a garage. So basically, they will be locked up in prison for life for the crimes against you or this masculine or feminine, and you will be contacted soon surrounding a case by undercovers. Someone in this connection message toxic family behind your back to plot with them because of pure lunatics. It's been abuse of power because they've got pals who work within medical area, all right? They've got pals who work within the police, all right? Judges, lawyers, solicitors, 1717, attorneys. They're all losing their jobs. It's a substantially large amount of money what they've been splitting amongst themselves. So we've got Pull from Fallen Angel deck. So there's been a lot of spell work, a lot of rituals, okay? A lot of conjuring up. We've got enlightenment and mystery in reverse. So this is where this piece of the puzzle comes. They wanted it to be a mystery. Oh, what happened? We haven't got a clue. What happened? What happened? When they know what's been happening. Because they've been orchestrating it all. They know exactly what's been happening. They've been orchestrating it all because they wanted to come out of poverty, spend it on DRUGS trafficking, spending it on partying, propped up at a bar, spending it on SEX workers. So a lot of money, a lot of stolen wealth has gone on SEX workers and causing drama, which probably some sort of reactive abuse while they party, celebrate and just smash around. Yeah, they've been having a right adventure. They have. We've got spirit of nature. So they've been working with graveyard dirt, okay? They've been working in a graveyard, okay? They've been conjuring up from a graveyard. They've been performing rituals, okay? Danger in reverse. They didn't care. They didn't care about putting their ex, okay, with corrupt family in danger, okay, or the child or children. So they put the child or children in immediate danger due to this wealth, and they didn't care. They didn't care. They was just abusing all their power positions. They didn't care about the child or children. All they cared about was the money and the control and trying to take control of someone else's success and full life. Because they're lunatics. Because the lunatics, if they have done this to a psychic, because again it is a collective reading, if they have done this to a psychic, they're not liking this psychic's level of enlightenment, strength, turmoil. So all they've brought is turmoil. They've got success in reverse because they're trying to block success from every angle and take control of that. But these pure lunatics, okay, help and healing and honesty. Honestly, they need help with their healing. There's maybe a dispute at the bank. We've got celebration in reverse, so there was celebrating, but maybe there's a dispute at the bank. Because of the level of dangerous activity. Wow, throat chakra. Danger, look, danger and danger. Predators. So a couple of exes who's just been predatory with family, alright, all on the prowl for money. What was never even theirs to take. Just wanted to snatch control, alright, and start roaming around like they're all rich, like they're all successful. Okay, partying, celebrating, drugs, trafficking, and paying for sex workers. Like travelling around, paying for these sex workers behind the partners' backs. Alright, they've been shaking hands. They've got wisdom in reverse, and conflict in reverse, and exhaustion. So they've been doing everything they can to exhaust this masculine or feminine, okay, with all these attacks, conjuring up fallen angels, conjuring up demons, okay, to exhaust this masculine or feminine, so they're constantly having to be in battle mode, alright, just so they can start roaming around, living a life of luxury. Graveyard, I'm just getting graveyard. Graveyard, conjuring things up from graveyards. Conjuring up from graveyards. And we've got danger of loss. And change and travel. So they don't want to see this masculine or feminine go through any sort of changes. They want to keep a repetitive, persistent cycle up, okay? It has been repetitive. It has been persistent. It has been repetitive. It has been persistent. They've been travelling around there. They have. They've been travelling around. They've been going on shopping sprees. Like I say, they've been spending money at pubs, bars, partying, celebrating. Alright, they've been rage baiting. They've been trying to watch this masculine or feminine on camera. Alright. And if they'd done this to a feminine, they could have false reported and said, oh, this feminine, she's too promiscuous. You know what I mean? Probably because they're jealous, because the ex doesn't want to get back with them. That's for some. Oh, she's promiscuous. She's this, she's that. They took hold of some money. They took control of everything. And then they've been spending it on sex workers. And they've been spending it on sex workers. So yeah, they just want to tire their victims out. That's what they do. But with this exhaustion as well, and car sales, alright, something to do with car sales, exhaustion, alright, a lot of illegal activity, a lot of dark energy. Dark energy work, passing away from spell work, backfiring, and they wanted to be ranked by the devil in hell, low rank cranks. So they were set devil worshippers, alright, where they've been doing satanic, Baphomet rituals, conjuring up devils, conjuring up demons, because they want to take hold of this wealth and say, oh look, there's something not wrong with their mental life, there's something wrong with them. They're not all there in the head, they're struggling with their mental health while they are ending people. Ropes, bags, tools, gloves in back of car, van or boat. And hiding bodies. So then corrupt law has just given the money to the wrong people because they wanted money under the table. getting people to switch up on you. Identity crisis, okay? So they've all been stealing this masculine or feminine's full identity and full life, just whipping everything from them, all right? They're grassing each other up for a lesser sentence, all right? Love me again spells. So a couple of exes have got involved. So if they've done this to a baby mama, okay, baby mama doesn't want them back, so they've teamed up. Pure lunatics have decided to team on up and become the best of pals with toxic family, all right, and take everything with an uncle, a sister, and whoever else has got involved. So we've got you will be moved and put into witness protection, waiting on a trial. So a sister's going to get sentenced and charged, hitman arrested and grassing for a lesser sentence. Well, they've obviously been passing GUNs around, haven't they? So they already thought, like this toxic family already thought that they were something, and as soon as they heard or got a whiff or got wind of some wealth coming, that was it. That was it. They was just going on an absolute rampage, and somebody else has been ended. Somebody else has been ended, and they're hiding something. Paid your friends to turn against you. These was never friends in the first place. And they was never friends in the first place. If someone could be paid, and supposed to be a good old pal, to turn against you, then it was never your friend in the first place. So that's a lesson from the Most High, that these was never masculine or feminine's friends ever. And they're all a set of fakes, frauds, phonies, crooks, okay, thieves. They steal off anybody. They steal off absolutely anybody. Just wanted to bring chaos. Just wanted to bring trauma, okay? They will lose their homes, jobs, cars for what they've done. There's been a lot of gaslighting, okay? Gaslighting everyone around them, lying all the time, on masculine or feminine's name, just gaslighting. So they're all just lie, and then passing a gun or GUN around. Lie, all under investigation for major crimes. So while they're conjuring up devils and demons, and while they're worshipping devils and demons, okay, and doing some sick satanic rituals, there's something wrong with this masculine or feminine, okay? And that's why they should take all the wealth. So this could end up in like a movie, a film, or a documentary on how they're all playing the evils and they all think that they are something. Hate your level of success, and this is what it's all about. They wanted to snatch that success for themselves with corrupt law and take the wealth, take the kids, and just start passing GUNs around with some sort of gangster mentality. So obviously they've just had a bit too much like alcohol and a bit too much drugs. Obviously if exes are getting involved in doing this and then doing love me again spells, they're obviously just not all there, are they? So it's going to be made into a film, a movie, or a documentary. Even the corrupt judge is going to be a star, alright? Even a corrupt judge is going to be a star, which is what they've been gagging for. They've been gagging for it. They've been gagging for it, and they've been calling a gagging order, like a gag order. So even the judge has been involved in doing some reckless magic. Even a judge. Even a judge, and I could just feel a pull on my back. That's probably the feeling of their backs, with these demons just riding hell out of their backs, it is. So we've got Marine Kingdom. Someone is making offerings to marine spirits to gain power against you. So any devil, any demon, any deity, alright, they've been making offerings with. And they've been doing a lot of reckless magic. Someone is out of control and doing anything to any and everyone they want without having remorse. So dark witches, dark warlocks, okay, who want to bring trauma, who want to bring chaos, and they want to be chaos agents for the devil. Evil eye, someone envies you to the point of them not wanting to see you succeed, so they're doing everything to take this success and wrap themselves in it. Because there's a lot of snakes just wrapping themselves in somebody else's energy, somebody else's light, somebody else's success, and taking hold of that wealth and bumping people off. So block removing. Sorry about that. Wow. Whatever was holding you back has been or is being removed. So they've been deliberately creating diversions, deliberately creating blockages in all of the chakras, and then doing a love spell. Someone is casting love spells to win your love. And love me again. Oh my Lord. It's just extreme. It's just extreme. If I can't have you, no one can. And if you don't come back to me, I'm going to spiritually attack you. It's kind of like what I'm getting. So someone is attacking you spiritually to block your third eye and ability to manifest. So they could be doing this to a psychic. For some, they're doing this to a psychic and trying to use their psychic abilities against them, okay? And they took, like, for some, they took a psychic's wealth, okay? For some, they've done this to a feminine, okay? But snatched all this feminine's, like, generational wealth, okay? For some sort of power of attorney because they wanted to come out of poverty, alright? And they don't want to see masculine or feminine be victorious without them playing a part in it. Because they want to be known for what they've done. They want to be known. They want to be known, alright? But only to the pals and, you know, the people who they're working with. And they've just been recruiting because it's a hell of a lot of money what they've took. A hell of a lot of money. So you'll be victorious over any attacks against you. No matter what they do, you will win. And this is why they've been doing it. Because they didn't want to see their own ex keep winning. So they was probably looking back online and thinking, oh, they look like they're doing all right. They look like they're happy, all right. And they was probably going through some sort of mental entrapment and crying about it because they messed up, all right. Crying about it, they messed up. A lot of manipulators teaming up together, all best of pals, doing binding spells. So someone is using spellware to keep you from using your personal power. So conjuring these devils, these demons up, making offerings to water deities and sacrificing, if I can't have you, no one can, type of energy. Not caring about masculine or feminine's divine protection, so they have well and truly teamed up with devils and demons. Any devil worshipper, any dark witch, any dark warlock, recruit. Anyone who's easily manipulating, manipulatable. Anyone who's easily manipulatable, corrupt law and stuff, alright? And for some, psychic attacks. So you are clear of psychic attacks and the evil eye during this time. Continue cleansing your energy. So if they've done this to a psychic, because I've had pretty much similar done to me, back to back psychic attacks. Back to back psychic attacks. Back to back psychic attacks. And they think it's funny because they just want to cause pain. Dark practitioner, dark energy worker. Someone in this connection has tattoos and they've been paying law firms to block justice with stolen money. They've been paying law firms to block justice with stolen wealth, what they've took. Because they don't want no one to defend the victim from all the countless crimes. And it was a bad investment not investigating this either, because they failed divine tests. They have, because they put the children's life in immediate danger, and it's linking to satanic ritual abuse, because they've well and truly teamed up with the devil. We've got white collar crimes, security fraud, cybercrime, bribery, money laundering and embezzlement. And this masculine or feminine, you're moving forward, it's driving them crazy. They thought they was getting away with it. Someone in this connection has been paying for surgery with stolen money, and they've been doing stop and block justice spells, because we've got grand larceny. Theft of personal property intends to deprive owner of it permanently. And they've been paying for gang stalking and working with a corrupt doctor, okay? Corrupt doctor to fabricate medical records for clout and some money under the table, all right? This is what I was getting at. PURGEED.All, manipulation, venom manipulation. Various toxins inflict negative effects upon target to cause total paralysis or even kill someone outright. So this is a doctor who they've paid, and we've got counterfeit drugs, fake or falsified medicines containing harmful ingredients. So this is what a doctor's getting done for, all right, and they're going to be exposed. They've been doing angel spells, and they're a set of serial cheaters, cannot stay loyal, yet they want the ex back. So probably masculine or feminine moved forward because they was not loyal, because there was snakes, because they wanted to have the cake and eat it. Plagiarism, stolen work, stolen wealth, okay, money laundering, embezzlement, probably racketeering, alright, drugs, trafficking, spending it on partying, celebrating, cars, bikes, you name it, SEX workers, the lot. And then we've got blue collar crimes, theft, DRUG, charges, so trafficking, sexual charges, and physical assault is what they've been getting involved in. Enemies are getting raided and losing it all. So they spent a lot of the money on trafficking, and then they keep getting raided, and then they keep doing end yourself spells. Again, if I can't have you, no one can. And then here's a Ponzi scheme. Ponzi schemes, investors led to believe their return would be greater, promised returns with high rates with little or no risk. So they've well and truly been on the come up of robbing the life out of the back of like one of the exes. And they've got hiding some sort of body in a freezer, cellar, walls, woodland, farm, veg, island, ropes, bags, tools, gloves, in the back of a bloody car. Or a van, or a boat. Just shocking. So, could be setting the record straight, this investigator, whoever's investigating this, setting the record straight. Because there is going to be a documentary or a film about it, on how it all was a bad investment, taking the fruits of somebody else's labour, trying to take control of somebody else's success and full life and all their generational wealth. So they're all just like, yay! And with 7 of Wands, outnumbering masculine or feminine, backing them into a corner, and 9 of Wands playing a lot of games. Come back to me, love me again. What? What? I'm all just waiting for the DRUDS to come on in. And then they got raided. And they don't want to let people know how furious they are that they've got raided. But they have got raided. And their bank account is under investigation. And they have been popping on off and spending this money on SEX workers, even though they're in other relationships. Pillar talking. Pillar talking. In other relationships. Just ridiculous. They know they effed up. Fulfilling a fantasy. They just wanted to be seen as some sort of gangster or mafia or something. But again, some of them could have been in private relationships. They didn't care. They didn't care. I'm getting strippers, dancers, alright. Strippers, dancers, lying, manipulating, controlling, DRUGS, and a hell of a lot of drama. And they're all just smashing around, trying to treat the one who they've stolen from like trash because they've been orchestrating it all. And they don't even want to apologise, alright? And if they get outed, because maybe this masculine or feminine is some sort of a psychic for some, they're not liking their level of intelligence. So they start exploding because they're narcissists. And they're all cheaters. And they're all haters, alright? And they've all been cashing checks into their accounts. They have. A lot of this money has gone on DRUGS trafficking. It has. And the police, they just wanted to fulfil fantasy, alright? Because this family has been an exes, they've been doing a lot of toxic things for a very long time. And the police was doing nothing. Because they can't even keep a promise to be loyal to their own partners, alright? They can't even keep a promise to serve, to defend and protect. And maybe PURGEEDDRUDS. Because there's something to do with bodies. Oh, it's really hot. Oh, and it's hurting my back, this. So give me more on this hiding. Bodies, freezer, cellar, walls, woodlands, farm, veg, island, ropes, bags, tools, gloves, in the back of a van cab. So I'm just getting serial ender vibes. With a corrupt judge who lets them get away with it. Okay? Marriage card in reverse. Someone who's been divorced before. Could have wanted to end themselves, alright? Because they didn't want to be caught. But what they want is they want this masculine or feminine to lose hope. And they try to say, oh, they're ill after PERISON in them. to cover up this theft. Oh, they're real. So they've done this before, and they really want to avoid prison because they've done this to people before. Robbed the life out of them. Yeah, they see anything coming on in for anyone, basically, is out coming on in. You know, I can smell some sort of success and some sort of money coming on in. So they've been doing this to a lot of people. A masculine energy who doesn't want to have to work hard for what they have, linking to this masculine or feminine's family. And there's some sort of sad news surrounding corrupt court. They're going to have to pay compensation. Okay, they're going to have to pay everything back. They're going to have to pay compensation for the level of trauma and chaos. Okay, for the level of trauma, chaos. For the level of trauma and chaos. So they all just want to be remembered, okay? And they've tried to end masculine or feminine, maybe inside of their house, their home, and quite possibly the child or children. Because they've done this before, because they didn't want to be revealed for being fake, fraudulent, phonies. 46, all just acting. Basically, they've all just been acting. Could be linking to a farmer who's also PURESONED people before. And they've been doing this to either this masculine or feminine since a child. And quite possibly to this masculine or feminine's child or children. And that's why they're going to prison. Because they're doing this to the child, the children as well. Just disgusting. They don't want this masculine or feminine to have any hurt. Okay? Could have a military background, alright? So they've got a lot of military background. Could have been going to some sort of casinos. You know what I mean? Not even giving a damn. Casinos. Didn't want this masculine or feminine's child or children to have a good life. They wanted it to be all doom and gloom. They wanted nothing but negative letters from the courthouses, negative false reports, negative from the courts, negative, while there was planning and ending, negative. It's constant negativity, constant lies, and trying to end the child or children. And I was expecting, this could be the assistant, main person, good lady, how wants to pretend she's great, she's a good lady, she is, she's hopeless, she's lost on the inside, yeah, and she's going to lose in the court proceeding. They're going to lose in the courtroom, they're going to go to prison. We've got work, occupation, and good gentleman in reverse. They could have got onto some sort of a detective or something. Oh my Lord. Paid for a personal investigator to keep watching and stalking the victim and try and set them up and try and get them locked up for some sort of minute crimes where they're doing all these major criminal activities and trying to end this masculine or feminine and their child or children, yeah, with corrupt law. Trying to set masculine or feminine up for crimes they've not committed. I'll keep slamming them around through the justice system. That's why there's going to be a film about it, you see. Yeah, they all went in for the boot because they wanted a new beginning, and now they're running away, yeah, from pending charges. Because they have been manipulating everybody. They are a set of devil worshippers. They are. They even manipulate their partners and cheat behind their partner's back. Because why? Because they're all narcissists. They're all sociopaths. They're all psychopaths. They're all devil worshippers. They all want to have their cake and eat it. All of them. All of them. All of them. So they're all cheating on each other. Alright? They're all trying to manipulate and lie to each other. All trying to just constantly pull strings. Alright? Constantly in their fields. Someone could be going through a divorce. They've got fake friends involved, alright, who's also envious. They just wanted a new beginning in their own world. And they've been slamming each other behind each other's back, but they've been in committed relationships. They can't stay loyal to bringing justice, alright. They can't stay loyal to each other in relationships, alright. They're all about robbing the life out of people, setting each other up for crimes, alright. False reporting, DRUGS, trafficking, acting like big man, big woman. Yeah, they're just living in fantasy world. They're delusional. They was paying people hush-hush money, alright. And people was just sitting back, watching, gossiping, alright. While they're all slamming each other. Don't defend this masculine or feminist. They're not he, she. They're not allowed to defend themselves or fight back. Because if they do, was going to get the corrupt law to stick boot through the door. Alright. Yeah. We're going to outnumber them. Yeah. We're going to weigh them down with a 10 of wands. And we're just going to keep taking everything. Anything we can make money out of, because corrupt laws being involved. It sounds just like my family, my ex's family, or homicide police law. Because homicide police just don't solve any crimes nowadays. They just listen to it, yeah, they're all envious. And they've been getting involved in doing this to me and all, darling. They have. They have. And they have all been cheating on each other. They always do. As the ex-workers, that's all they care about. So it's incubus, succubus, Jezebel, Osmodus, and they've just got legions and legions and legions of demons, alright, and they're just spreading it all around, and something's exploding down there. Sexual protection in reverse, alright. Police, they don't care. Stick on your lippy. I don't care. I won't investigate you for anything. Don't matter. You can do what you want, darling. Are you alright, Jezebel? You alright, succubus? You alright? And that's what the coppers are like. Incubus, succubus. And then because masculine or feminine doesn't want to be lied to, doesn't want to be manipulated, or doesn't want to be controlled, they're not liking that. Because they're big on manipulating, they're big on lying, they're big on controlling. So all under investigation for major crimes, corrupted courthouse, busted. So they're all getting, they're having to just step down, alright. Wigs are getting snatched off them, hammers are getting snatched off them, badges are getting ripped from them. I mean, what's the point? What's the point? What is the point? What is the point in them working in law? It's pointless. It's pointless. It's pointless. It's pointless. No more chances for these fakes, losers, users, takers, abusers and thieves. Because that's all they are. That's all they are. Oh, they want to end themselves after these go end yourself spells backfired. And they all just cry wolf and play victim. And some of them came from out of town. So somebody is suing the government. Because they've recruited the whole town. Was paying the whole town with stolen wealth. And that's why corrupt law is going to get sentenced and charge life in prison because there's poisoning child or children in there. And then there's child abduction, grooming, blackmail, brainwashing, black magic, MK Ultra for money and child trafficking involved in that. So they've wanted to snatch children, snatch wealth and just do some evil things with that money. Thinking the big man, whistleblower, blowing, exposing all. So there's going to be a major lawsuit. And they was just jealous of this masculine or feminine's independence because they're very codependent on others. Oh my lord. Oh my lord. They've ended people before. They have. A bank manager or someone who works at the bank, they're getting locked up. And we've got an infestation through witchcraft. Wanted this masculine or feminine. They've done this before. Because it's pure greed, mammon, wealth, materialism. Which is just disgusting. Trust. So the very people who you should be able to trust. Law enforcement, okay, medical staff, doctors, judges, lawyers, attorneys, all that, not to be trusted. Ever. 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 Not to ever be trusted because they never bring justice at all. They don't. It's pointless. It is just pointless in any of these working in a power position. Oh look, we've got swarms of flies from black magic, Lord of the Flies, Beelzebub, is who they've been working with, okay, and on the child or children. We have got a good judge who works with Archangel Michael on the case. Scared of their own karma, living in fear. Because they've really not given a damn about the children's lives at all. All wanted power, control, dominion, doing dark energy work, okay. Working with Lords of the Flies, alright. Conjuring any devil or demon or entity or deity up and making deals with them. Just because they wanted to eat well, okay. Oh, we'll give you some money, stick the boot in, stick the boot in. Go on, stick the boot in. And again, they could have done this to a psychic. Go on, stick the boot in, stick the boot in. Yeah, well, they're going to know that we're just doing this for money or to go flying abroad, or DRUGS, and they're going to know we're doing it for a come up and we're trying to remove full financial stability and independent business and just snatch that for themselves. Because they love the idea of micromanaging. Well, they're a shit bloody manager, let me tell you that. By ripping everything away. And then watching online. Could be an Aquarius involved. Could be Aquarius involved, alright. Or if not, they want to stop this masculine or feminine from healing, shining. Because they just want to stick the boot in. Stick the boot in. Stick the boot in. Could be in hermit mode. Two of Wands in reverse, these cowards. Not even happy in their own life. Wanted to create some sort of mental entrapment with illusions. Because they just want to rip everything away. The weirdos. And why anybody in a courtroom had let somebody, family and exes and stuff, rip someone's full life off them, but because it was all romanticising and fantasising. Because they'd be doing this to somebody whose heart is light as a feather. They've been doing this to somebody whose heart is as light as a feather because maybe they're big on repenting. Maybe they're big on repenting. They don't want this masculine or feminine to love themselves. Seven of Swords in reverse. Corrupt judge. Meeting on a party and celebrating. Talking about sticking the boot in. Alright. With some sort of foreigners. Alright. And a dark high priestess. How there was having it off with a dark high priestess. Who there was having it off with. So like a devil worshipping dark high priestess who has never made any accurate psychic predictions. All they do is spell work. So they don't even, they're corrupt. All they do is work with the devil, and they have no spiritual protection. Divine spiritual protection. They just work with the devil, alright? They've got a very heavy heart, alright? And the devil doesn't even like them. Let me tell you that. They have, it's unrequited love from the devil. Telling you, I told ya. Telling you. Devil doesn't even like them. The devil doesn't even like them. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that. Let me tell you that. The devil doesn't even like them. Oh, Billy Big Bollocks likes this dark high priestess there. That's why Billy Big Bollocks is going to lose everything. They're going to lose absolute control. They are. Maybe on the road. Maybe on the road. With this King of Wands in reverse. There's been an absolute fool who thinks I can end someone. Because they've been caught there. So this King of Wands just keeps setting on off to try and end somebody, alright? With corrupt attorney under the belt, Ace of Swords, that's this truth. Constantly setting on off to try and end. It's like a human hunting party, but they have no spiritual protection. And the more they've got involved, the more they've been losing spiritual protection. This law firm is losing everything. There's an ending to their business. There's an ending to this crank, alright? And maybe he can see that in his nightmares because he's lacking. He's lacking here. He's lacking there. He's lacking anywhere else. Losing his job. He's not going to be able to move forward. Very dysfunctional man. And he's not going to be able to move forward. And neither has been a big bollocks, darling. Because they're a set of fools. Alright? They just love to stop other people from moving forward because they're evil. And that's why they're losing the job. And the ones who collaborated, the doctors, alright, corrupt medical staff, they're losing the jobs. Yeah. Yeah. And the rest, they're losing their jobs. All of them. All of them. Their ships is sinking. They're going down. Their mental health is now on the decline. They have no love in their hearts. They have no souls. They have no spiritual protection. So they have no hearts, they have no souls, they have no spiritual protection. And they'll be doing this to somebody whose heart is as light as a feather because because they're jealous. Because they're not big on repenting. They're too arrogant to even repent. 7 of Wands in reverse. So 7 of Wands in the upright can be like power, like sole purpose. 7 of Wands in reverse, soulless. Mean, possessed. Are very angry at anyone being happy. Anyone. Happiness haters. Very angry. Very angry at anyone who's passionate. And that's why they're losing their job. Because they've been cursing, okay, the youth. Out of jealousy. And everyone's just been like, you have your input, you do this spell, you do that spell. Alright, we're jealous of somebody else's destiny. Come on, we're helping the next. Alright. Why not? Why not? So they could have, there could be some sort of love spell on the courthouses, so they're all just doing spell work on each other. Because that's what they're committed to. Because they love to do spell work. And they're committed to, like the judges, never have to face accountability for their severe crimes that they've been getting involved in. Because they think they're too above everybody, because their heads is gone, that they should never ever have to face accountability for their own crimes. So probably a Freemason or Eastern Star wants to be in control, alright, wants to seek ownership, yet they don't even own their own soul, yeah. Wants to seek ownership, but they don't even own their own soul. They don't. The devil does. And the devil don't even like them. Let me tell you that. Work, occupation. He just needs a body to occupy. So even the devil knows they're all fake. Fake people. Clones. Mammon. Wealth. Greed. Even military. Even military. Because they're all Satanists. They're all Satanists. Luciferians. They are. They're all Satanists. They're all Luciferians, alright. They don't care about anyone except for himself. Enemy up and they think, it's alright, we'll just bump anyone off who we think we could just bump anyone off, we do. Oh yeah, because we're military, we can bump anyone off. Anyone. Oh yeah. So even some sort of corrupt military are being involved because they think they could just bump anybody off, you see. And they was hoping to work with his family, alright. We got rich good gentleman in reverse, a gift, because they just wanted a gift surrounding this theft, because they wanted to act all rich and posh and look at us, look at them, look how dapper and how gay, darling. It's all fake. It's all fake. All of it. It's fake. It's all fake. Everything they have is through robbery and theft. Everything's built on robbery and theft. Trying to end people for insurance jobs. Snatching kids. Child like trafficking. Black magic. MK Ultra. Trying to control the masses. Yet they can't even control themselves. They can't control themselves and they don't even own their own soul. Which is mad, innit? Absolutely. Shocking. So I'm going to leave that there. But there is some sort of a lawsuit where they're going to have to pay everything back and compensation on top of that. A lot of people got involved. That's probably why it's going to make a documentary or a movie or a film, because they all just wanted to live off the back of somebody else's success and somebody else's like stardom and somebody else's wealth. Madness. Sending peace, love and light.